Peace. You now live on m.reck.tv, and this is Spooky Hours. Now, when you call up the show, if you can't control profanity out your mouth, please don't call. Please. You're going to mess up my monetization. And then also, if you're going to call, support the Cash App, the Super Chat, so I can do what I do. And I appreciate y'all. So on that note, let me turn this off. My bad. So on that note, you know the m.reck room etiquette, smash that like button. Spooky Hours has now returned. The people been asking for it. Like I promised y'all, I was gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna wait for the room to get lit. And on this Spooky Hours, I already know the answer. I want to ask people, do they believe in AI, artificial intelligence, other life forms, aliens, whatever you want to call it. So call me up, 310. What's the number? I don't even know the damn number. Hold on, let me see. What's the number? My bad. Oh, let me put the number on the thing. Damn, that's where I forgot. Hold on. Give me a second. Work with me. Let me do that now. Let me put the number in the title. Bugging. I had it there earlier, but for some reason it didn't save. So I'm putting that there now. Call me up, 310-598-2974. This is Spooky Hours. Call me up with your spooky experiences, whether ghosts, if you on your voodoo-ish, because there's a couple people called me up saying, they use black magic. I'm gonna read the chats. Hold on, let me pull up the phone lines. What's good, Jason? I see you. Let me salute to the people in the chat. Spooky Hour, let's get it. Facts. What's happening? Daniel, I see you. Omar, I see you. Jason, I see you. Salute. Yeah, call me up. Let's get the Spooky Hours things popping. We 3 minutes in, man. Come on. I'm not gonna be here all night. Y'all ain't gotta be scared. Sunday is the most spookiest night. For some reason, that Sunday night, I don't know, it got like a spooky vibe to it. Let me know if I'm bugging, man. Like, even if you want to just call up and just, let's talk about Sunday, the spooky vibe Sunday has. And real talk, let's be real. A lot of people pass away on Sunday. Sunday's like a weird, spooky day, night. It just weird. It's off. Like, what I mean? That's why I think, it's like everything is shut down on Sunday. They trying to make, things happen like 24 hours now or 7 days a week. But Sundays, like, everything is shut down. Remember, the liquor store used to be shut down on Sundays. Hold on. It's some people who sent me some spooky videos too, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I should find that. That's what I should have did. I should have had that them spooky videos. Hold on 1 second. You know what I'm gonna do? I got something for y'all. Hold on. Stay there. Stay right there. I got something for y'all. I'm gonna wait till the phone lines get lit, but until then, let me find some spooky things for you. Matter of fact, yeah, stay right there. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go to this commercial real quick. I should have did that in the beginning. And by then we should have a caller.
Bring back the man in you, not because you need to, but because you will want to. Improve your weight room and bedroom performance with the all-new Vasoflux for Men natural dietary supplement. This unique blend of barks, roots, herbs, and vitamins is nature's way of keeping you in the game. And all for under $10. You can order yours today. Visit Youth Fountain Laboratory at youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today.
Can you hear me? Let me see. Let me take this off the screen for a minute. Can you hear me? Make sure. Okay, let's get it, y'all. I guess you're scared. I guess Sunday got you really spooked out. I'm trying to let y'all, call up and tell me your spooky experiences, but I see Sunday's got your spook, huh? Y'all niggas is shook, huh? The females and the homies is shook right now, huh? That's what it is. Okay. Oh yeah, let me say the number again. 310-598-2974. Let me put that in the chat. Maybe y'all don't have the number because I didn't have it on the title. So I'm gonna edit the beginning of the show anyway. So all this dead space is gonna be gone because YouTube got a feature where you can edit. So there you go. I put the number. I'm gonna put on the screen 310-598-2974 is the number. Now, if you just tuning in to Spooky Hours, okay, here we go. Peace. You're now live on mrecktv.
Peace, m.reck. Happy belated birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. What's your name?
Well, my name is Keep It Simple on Facebook, but my name is Aisha from upstate New York.
Aisha, keep it simple. Keep it clean. So talk to me. Have you ever tapped into my show, Spooky Hours?
Of course,
okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yes. I had told you about the guy that was found in the snow.
Oh yeah, like you was talking about what you said, Elm Street or something like that.
Yes, you remember quite well. You got a good memory.
Yeah, I try. I don't remember everything, but I try. I appreciate it though. So yeah, you told me you had another one too. You said you had another spooky story.
I have quite a few, m.reck. I was staying in this building, where I'm from, on White Place. All right. And me and the landlord had set up an agreement because I was going through financial difficulties or whatever. And he had employed his friends, like a friend downstairs and a friend upstairs, to harass me.
Oh, word?
To make a long story short, one of the guys was sitting on the back porch and he had a combat knife behind his back.
Wow.
It was one that had the razor edge and then it had the spike edge on the other end. And I took my camera out and I was filming. I was like, I hope that's not a threat. Man, I started praying to the Most High. Let me tell you, I had stayed over at my mom's house because I was getting harassed so much. And I came to get some stuff from my apartment. And the neighbor down in front of the building said, did you hear? I said, did I hear what? He said, the guy downstairs died.
Say word.
I said, no, he didn't. He died.
Wow.
The guy in front had took him to the market to get some money to pay his rent. And he went in his house, laid down, and had a massive heart attack. Now that's spooky.
That's spooky.
And that's why I always tell people I'm protected, because as long as you deal with people with a pure heart, you're protected. So I always say I'm protected by the Most High. So that's my spooky story. So I hope that jumpstarts your day. Oh,
I appreciate it. You know what's so crazy that you call Aisha? When you call, it's like 5 people call behind you, but you know, it took Aisha to break the mold. It took a female to really, you know, set the tone. And I appreciate that, man. You know, I don't know what's going on with people. Let me ask you something.
But you know what I think? You know what I think it is about our people is that we're so and gadgets that when we come together and we have a freedom of expression hour like you provide on m.reck, sometimes we feel like we're going to be isolated or judged. Me personally, I don't worry about people judging me because throughout life, somebody going to judge you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless. Facts. Let me ask you this, though. One last question. Sundays. Is it me or Sundays is a little spooky at times?
I think Sunday is really spooky because you got a lot of spirits roaming about on Sunday. Because you got to consider people be going to church and they be shouting all over the place, and we're energy. So that energy has different frequencies. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And a lot of times you have people that be sitting up in the place they call God's house, and they spirits still don't be right. But yet they gyrating and acting like they holier than everybody up in there. You see what I'm saying? So Sunday is definitely a spooky day because of the spirit that is executed in different areas. So yeah, I agree with you.
I appreciate it. Because I know I wasn't bugging. Thank you, Aisha. So, you can call anytime with a story or just to, tap in with me. You have a great night. But make sure you stay tuned in.
You're the best.
You're the best. I appreciate it. Make sure you stay tapped into the show, baby girl.
All right, I will.
All right. Peace.
All right, wait.
Now y'all can call me. I missed like 10 calls when Aisha was on the line, but when I was trying to get y'all to call, I guess you took your sweet time. Y'all, sometimes your dudes be acting like divas too, man. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It get kind of spooky with you niggas now. You feel me? These niggas is moving like 347. 347s is always spooky to me. Should I answer the 347? I'm gonna take a chance. Peace. You live on m.reck TV. Let's keep it clean. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Wanda. I'm calling from Brooklyn, New York.
What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm good. Thank you. I love this new show that you got going on.
Thank you.
Spooky thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so I have 2 stories actually.
Okay.
The first story, I was younger or whatever, and my uncle had passed away. At the time, I didn't know he passed away. I was home, sleep or whatever. Somebody woke me up. I heard somebody walking down the hallway. I don't know if you remember the 90s. They used to have the swish pants. You remember the suits? They used to make a lot of noise when you walk.
Facts. The windbreaker pants. Facts.
Right. So my baby father used to always wear those suits. I thought it was him, like coming down the hallway, whatever, coming to the room, but it wasn't him. I heard him coming down the hallway, whoever it was, and then the door opened up. Once the door opened up, I was like totally frozen. I couldn't move my body. I couldn't do nothing, but I saw like the black pants and the black shoes or whatever. Whatever it was, it walked towards me. It stood directly in front of me. I was laying on the bed. The only thing I could move was my eyes. I couldn't move my body at all. I was totally paralyzed, like scared to death. And stood there for about it felt like a long time, but it couldn't have been no more than 2 minutes.
Wow.
Walked back out the door and my phone rang. I answered the phone and it was my cousin. Now I'm still thinking that she's telling me about my uncle, whatever, but I'm still thinking he in the hall. So I keep calling for my kid's father because I was able to move again after that, after they left house. I got up and walked down the hallway. He wasn't in the house at all. Nobody was in the house but me.
Wow.
The first, that was really scary.
That's spooky. Now, see, the lines get lit every time I get a caller. They calling like crazy. This what you do, baby girl. Just call me back like 20 minutes into the show. I'll get your next story. I'm gonna take another caller. All right. I appreciate you. You're welcome. See, y'all dudes and y'all people, man. Every time I get somebody on the lines go crazy. But in between, I don't know. It is what it is. Hold on. Somebody left a $50 super chat. Let me salute them. Let me see what's going on. Okay. That's hopefully I get the name right. Laterry Stevenson. I can spell it out. Laterrle Stevenson. Appreciate the super chat. That's love. Call me up. Oh, okay. Peace. You now live on m.reck TV. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it short. Tell me your spooky experience.
Yeah, my name, this is Zoe Hustles. You know, Zoe Hustles on Facebook. You know, Zoe Hustles on YouTube.
Okay.
I be in a lot of indigenous fields. You know, we been following you for a couple of years, man. Checking you out, just being in the shadow. But I got a good experience, man. Out in California, you know, before I moved back to Michigan, I lived in Salinas, California.
Yo, hold on, fam. 1 second. For some reason, your phone sounds a little muffled. Do you got me on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You sound much better now. There you go. Start from the top.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was staying out in California, in Central California, Monterey County.
Mm-hmm.
It's surrounded by mountains and everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I'm coming home, and you know, I'm pulling up to the crib, and you know, I stay across the street from the elementary school, and across the street from that is a high school football field where the lights, you can see the lights from my front yard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you can see the game going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm pulling up to the crib, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, me and my partner, you know, in the truck, and we just see this light is coming full speed. Like, we thought it was a jet about to crash or something. So I'm slowing down to see, like, I'm trying to figure out which way it's going. So the light coming full speed, but it stopped right above the football field, did a 360 and darted faster than anything man-made possible. Me and my boy stopped and pulled over, got out the car, and was looking at it like, what the? So that was just the beginning of this night going into the next morning. So I pulled to the crib, pulled in the driveway and everything, and then it was just like we sitting there talking about it, looking at the football field, and while we sitting there talking about it, it just a beam of light came out of nowhere and hit the ground right in front of my driveway on the street. So I'm like, I said, dude, did you see that? He said, yeah, I thought that was just like my eye was. I said, no. So we go out there, turn on our cell phone lights, and looking at the street, it was a perfect, about a 24-inch perfect circle surrounded by black burnt concrete to where something hit that. And then that was never there before because my house was a brand new house built in 2007. So that mark is still there to this day, but it came from something. So I'm, you know, we tripping in, you know, we going to, you know, my man cave and everything. My third garage started, you know, lighting up. So the next day I wake up, you know, I, you know, make sure my kids get off to school and everything, you know, and I work for myself. So, you know, I do construction and I work at my own schedule. I decided to not work this day. For some reason, I'm sitting there cooking some, you know what I'm saying, some French toast, some, you know, scrambled eggs and stuff. And I looked over and I just seen something walk across my window, but not just the front window without the curtains on it. It walked across the curtain part.
What?
But when I looked at it, it was like it was a visible but blurry being walking. So I was tripping to the point where I grabbed my cell phone, and as I grabbed my cell phone, a bird hit my window and died, bro. What? So I'm thinking, like, what the hell? So
Crazy.
I go out there, like, go ahead.
No. I said, no, go ahead, speak. I said crazy.
Man, it turned crazier. So I go out there with my phone, and I took pictures of this. It was one of them birds that's all black with the yellow and red stripe on it. I don't know, I forget the name of it. But it's a known bird. It's all black, and they got like on the wings, they got like a red and a yellow stripe.
Not the robin
that
bird.
Ran into my.
Not the
robin.
robin.
That's what that is.
Not the robin bird.
Okay, so that bird ran into my window, right? So I go back in the crib, and I'm just like, what is going on? So, you know, I put my energy up to the Most High, you know, protect my home. So just as I finished coming out of my meditation, I look up, I see my doors on this house. It's a nice sized house. My doors are 8 foot tall. That's the doorway. Wow. It was fingers inside of my double pane window to my back door. Wow. It was just 4 fingers, but it was 3 and then the 4th as a thumb. But they were, I went and I looked, so I went back to get my phone again when it took pictures. As I went back to take take pictures of that, I looked to the side on the left-hand side away from the door handle, and it was 2 more. It was a set, like 2, it was like 2 hands there. So I'm tripping, stepping back from the door. And as I'm really paying attention, the beam was sitting on my patio's furniture, and I got photos of it. And you can see where he's sitting at is just blurry. Kind of like that Predator on, what was that? I forget the name of that movie. Terminator. Gotcha. Exactly like the movie of Terminator is why they do that. Those beams exist.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's a crazy, spooky story. I appreciate that. You know what? A lot of people in the room were saying you got a spooky voice or you just got a deep baritone. But on that note, I need you to tap into this email because I'm about to do the Spooky Hours short movie. And you could be one of the narrators. Okay. You could be one of the narrators if you want to. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll do it, man. You know, I got many voices. I actually thought about getting into doing voiceovers too.
Okay.
You know, I can sound like a little dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you got spooky just there. Hold on, do that again.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
This is a little character I got on YouTube called Lil Lonnie. You know, and he like an East Coast. He the biggest hater in the game, so you know I'm gonna try to get him going. And his name is Lil Lonnie, and he hate everybody. He don't like nobody. So you know, it's just a good representation of our people. You know what I'm saying? Just he don't buy anything. He don't wanna. It's just hard to convince.
Got you. Nah, I mean you convinced me already, and then you just did that little Lonnie voice off impulse. Hit me up, m.reck.tv submissions, and you put voiceover. You know what I mean in the subject. m.reck.tv submissions. I'm gonna put it in the chat room. m.reck.tv submissions at Gmail, and you put voiceover for Spooky Hours. And we're gonna reach.
Okay, you say m.reck.tv submissions. m.reck.tv submissions at Gmail.
At gmail.com. Okay. I'm putting it on the screen right now, and it's in the chat room. And what's your name again, fam?
And I'm Zoe Hustles.
Zoe Hustles. Salute, man. Dope story. Smash that like button, y'all. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Dope. Zoe Hustles. Salute. Appreciate you. I hope to hear from you soon. Because we about to do the Spooky Hours movie.
Hey, one thing I'm going to say, too. Now that I'm going to have your contact, I'm going to shoot you the pictures so you can be the witness to it. And I got them in phones that I don't even use no more just to keep these pictures. So
got you.
We're going to work, man. We're going to work, man. I'm going to get this information. I'm going to email you tonight to let you know this is Zoe Hustles, you know, the voice dude. And that way we can work from there, bro.
No doubt, family. Salute. Appreciate you.
All right. Peace to the chat.
Peace. Peace. You now live on m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Oh, appreciate you for letting me in on the line or getting through, rather. I called you a couple of weeks ago. I was the one that called, and I told you that I saw the half man, half horse.
Yeah, that was real spooky.
And I'm from the South, so you know I've seen a lot, but I don't know if it's gonna be spooky or whatever and whatnot. But you know, in the South they dibble and dabble with the voodoo and the hoodoo and all that other stuff. So this is just one story.
Okay.
I keep it short, like you say, and then I call next week with another story.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it like that because I'm trying to get everybody. But I appreciate you calling. Let's get it though. Let's get spooky.
Yes, thank you.
No, you're welcome.
I had moved down south with my uncle, with my dad, rather, excuse me. But he had this lady that he was messing with that was like from Mississippi. We from Georgia. She was from Mississippi. And she had like this big black mole thing on her hand with hair growing out of it.
Wow.
And then people down south be like, oh, she working with roots and this, that, the third. You don't want to believe it easily. Yeah, whatever. She a Christian lady. She go to church 8 days out the week. So ain't no way she can be working roots. But she didn't like me because I could see what she was doing to my dad. And then I was in and out of my dad's house. I just went down to the country to go stay with my dad just to get to know my dad because my dad died like 3 years ago, like 2 weeks before I gave birth to my twins. I couldn't even go to my own dad's funeral. But this lady,
my condolences,
she would do
by the way. My condolences.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
She would do certain things like if you would walk out the door, she'll sweep behind you.
Wow.
And I had my own bedroom at my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the stuff she was doing, I never understood what she was doing. Because, I was raised up in the church and we ain't believe in none of that stuff, but it still existed.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one day I came home, down south, you always keep your Bible open on the 23rd Psalm. And I had my little pictures of my little family or whatever and whatnot in my little bedroom that my dad gave me. And it was one weekend I came back and my Bible was closed and all my pictures was flipped down.
Wow.
And then I'm like, and I asked my dad before I asked her, I said, Dad, why would you do that? He said, do what? I said, why would you close my Bible and turn all my pictures down? He said, I didn't do that. I don't even go in your room. So I went to her and I said, why would you do that? Like only evil people would do that. Why would you close my Bible? My Bible is open on the 23rd Psalm and I have pictures of my family in this room. Like, why would you do that? And she didn't even answer me. So anybody from down south that know about Beaufort, South Carolina, that's besides New Orleans, Beaufort, South Carolina is also the home of the roots and the home of the voodoo and the home of the voodoo. And my brother's sister-in-law, my brother's wife is from Beaufort, South Carolina. And I asked her about it. And I asked her, I said, why would she do something like that? She said, because she's trying to get rid of you. She wants you out the house. That's how come every time when you leave, she sweep. That's what the broom represents. She's sweeping you out the house. And she closed your Bible. And here's another thing that she told me, m.reck. She said when she closed your Bible, she didn't close your Bible with her hand. She had to close your Bible with a butter knife. Because your Bible was on the 23rd Psalm. And by her being in the voodoo and certain types of hoodoo, I mean, there's certain type of other spiritual things that I get with. Everything ain't bad. That's what people fail to realize. The white people took all that away from us to make us think that everything is evil. But there's still some stuff out there that's evil. And some people still touch it and believe it and do the evil part of it. But it's still out there for us. It's our magic.
Got you.
And when she turned all my pictures down, that was for her trying to signify that she's trying to get rid of me and that she's trying to get rid of everybody out of my life. And see, wow. I love shoes. I love shoes. I had like 2-3 containers in the closet full of shoes. And my sister-in-law told me, she said, here's what you do. She said, you get you some red pepper and you sprinkle it on all your shoes and you sprinkle it in your doorway. And anybody that does voodoo or hoodoo for evil ways, they will not step over that doorway. And I did that. And when I did that, she did not come back in my room.
Wow.
She didn't touch none of my stuff. And here's another thing that she did that was all through the house. She used to have like these small little gold crosses, no bigger than the joint of your finger. And the crosses used to be upside down.
Wow.
And my sister-in-law also told me, she said, get you some garlic cloves and you break them open and you put them up under your couch, up under your sofa, up under your coffee table. And it'll get rid of all the evil. And I still do that to this day.
Wow.
I still have dry garlic cloves all through my house because garlic doesn't have a smell unless you cut it. And when I first moved in my house, I opened up all my windows and all my doors. So if anything evil or anything that's in my house, it's gonna go. So within all of my doorways, I keep red pepper, and up on all of my beds, and up on all of my couches, up under anything, I have dry garlic cloves. And it's going to get rid of the evil. And if anybody that's evil or got any kind of evil spirit attached to them, they will not want to come in your house.
I hear that.
And I learned that because I got an auntie that dibbles and dabbles in the evil part of it. Her and her husband. And they don't like coming in my mama's house. They could never stand coming in my mama's house. They always be like, your mama house smells funny. It's always a funny smell in there. But anybody that's evil and they have evil attachments to them, they're the only ones that's gonna be able to smell that red pepper and that garlic. Now, on that note, like you said, let's keep it short. I'm gonna continue to listen, and then I'm gonna call in next week with another story. Thank you, m.reck, and to all the listeners.
I appreciate it. Now that was spooky.
Red pepper at all your doorways, and keep that dry garlic cloves, and then no evil spirits are come in your house, because people have evil spirits attached to them, but they can't stand the smell that you can't even smell.
Got you. And make sure you put on your drawers on backwards. You feel me? So take care, baby girl. Thanks for calling.
I'm listening. I'm going to continue to listen.
All right, peace. Peace. You're now live on m.reck TV. Let's keep it clean. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Yes, sir. This is 50. I called you. It's probably like, I think the last time you did those spooky stories.
Okay.
And I told you a story about the ghost, the baby ghost crying.
Yeah, that was crazy too, man. You got another story, my brother?
Yeah, this is like my last one, because I only got like 3 in my whole life. So
nah, it's all
like
good. Well, listen, it's the 3rd spooky volume, so it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? All
right, so I'm gonna start off quick. Same apartments I lived in, like I told you, like they was building in like 1930s or 40s for the soldiers or whatever. So we moved there, and everything is cool, everything is good. And my mom's boyfriend, he's living there with us at the time. So
hold on, you said who?
My mom's.
Your mom's boyfriend. I thought you said your boyfriend. I was about to say you just got spooky.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
my bad.
Boyfriend.
Your mom's boyfriend. Okay, we clear. Okay, go ahead. Continue on, my brother.
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend. So everything's cool. Me and my brother sharing a room. It's only a 2-bedroom. So me and my brother got the room. My mom and her boyfriend, they in the room together. So one day I come home and my mom's boyfriend.
Oh, you about to say my boyfriend?
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. You caught yourself. I forget.
Nah, man, it's cool. But, my mom's boyfriend, he's upstairs. He's in the room, and I'd be like, "You been downstairs lately or whatever?" And he's like, "Nah, he just played off cool." He's like, "Nah, I'm cool. And so me and my brother, we sharing a room, and our room was always cold for some reason. Even in the summertime, without the air conditioning, the room was always cold. Like you didn't have to cut the air conditioner on.
Wow.
That's how cold it was.
That's
but
crazy.
We ain't paying no attention to it. And so I always asked my neighbor, because they had been living there ever since my neighbor he was like young, so they had been living there forever. So I asked him one day, I was like, "Man, who lived in this apartment before we moved in?" He could never tell me. And I was like, "Man, you've been living here since you was a baby, like, and now you like the same age I am. You can't tell me who lived here before me." So he could never tell me. So long story short, I was at work one day. I worked at a restaurant called Fazoli's.
Okay.
I was at work, and my mom called me one day, and she said, "Are you playing tricks on your brother?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "Well, your brother just said you came out the closet with a mask on with red eyes."
Wow.
And I was like, "Nah, I'm at work. I'm in high school, so I'm working double shifts." And I was like, "No, Mom, I'm at work. So my brother, he spooked out. So, taking on further, I'm at home one day. It's just me and my mom. My brother, he's gone. My mom's boyfriend, he's gone. So it's me and my mom. I'm upstairs. I'm playing GTA. That's when that first GTA 3 came out.
Gotcha.
And I'm upstairs. I'm playing. I hear some glass breaking. So we in the project. So I'm thinking, I hear glass breaking. I'm thinking somebody's trying to break in. And I said, "Mom, you hear that?" She said, "Yeah, I heard it. I heard some glass breaking." So I kind of peek downstairs. I don't see nothing. I'm looking around. I go on downstairs, look. I don't see anything. But we heard glass breaking, like plates, like somebody like slamming plates on the floor.
Wow.
So We didn't think nothing else about it, you know what I'm saying? I go on upstairs, you know, this and that. And then I asked my neighbor again, I was like, has anybody else lived here before us? And he was like, no, you know, I don't know. And I'm like, how do you not know and you lived here forever? So same thing happened again. I'm upstairs, I'm chilling. We hear some glass breaking. Go downstairs, look, nobody's there. Then my mom's boyfriend, I call my stepdad, my mom's boyfriend, he comes out and he says, well, I was here by myself and I seen somebody run up the stairs, so I ran in the room, so that's why I never came out.
He was shook.
So for real. So that day when I had asked him had he had been downstairs, and he said, no, he was just chilling. He had seen something, but he didn't never tell us.
Damn.
And then that's the same thing with my little brother when he told me he seen me come out the closet with the red eyes. So long story short, come to find out, it was an old man. He was probably like in his 70s or 80s. He had like died in our apartment.
Wow, that's spooky.
Yeah.
So now
he had died in our apartment.
Now,
go ahead.
Now that image that your brother saw, or whatever presence with the red eyes, did your brother did y'all see a picture of the old man that died?
No.
So I'm just trying to, take everything that you said to me and try to put the pieces together. You understand what I'm saying? So when you said the old man wound up passing away in your apartment and the whole red eyes and all that, I'm trying to piece all this together. You dig? So I'm trying to think, what was those red eyes about? That's spooky as shit.
Yeah, my brother, he told me years later, because he's like all into like the whole conscious era or whatever. And he told me like the old man, the man that he seen that was me, he said that the old man was trying to possess my soul.
Wow.
So that's why he seen me, but I had red eyes because I wasn't there.
Woo! Yo, on that note,
you know what I'm saying?
That was spooky as shit. The way you just displayed that, we gonna end on that note. That was spooky. Listen.
All right.
All right. Yo, I appreciate you calling, fam. And they keep calling up anyway. So I'm gonna get to the next caller. Thanks for calling. You said your name 50, right?
Yes, sir. 50.
All right. Salute, fam. Peace. Peace. You live on m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Keep it clean. Keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Oh, he got scared. I guess he got spooked out. I guess he got spooked out by that last caller. You know what I'm saying? If you come in here trolling, you will get blocked. That's all I'm going to say. It will get spooky for you. For real. Come in here trolling. You better delete that comment, because I will block you. Because we keep the energy good. It's already spooky on Sunday, so we don't need no bad spirits in the chat room. Keep that. All right. Peace. You now live on m.reck TV. Keep it clean. Keep it short. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
My name is Malcolm. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Malcolm, what's happening? Shouts to the whole Dallas, Texas.
What's going on?
I'm good, my brother. Do me a favor. If you got me on speaker, take me on speaker, because I need to hear you loud and clear. You sound a little muffled.
Okay, let me take them off. Okay, can you hear me?
Much better, Malcolm. Much better. There you go.
Cool. Yeah, so like in Mississippi, I was hearing the lady speak about voodoo and hoodoo. I definitely remember the word hoodoo. And I used to hear a lot of stories about, sometimes in Mississippi and some of those, like those rural wooded areas, you had older people, good people, and then you had some people who were just mean people that, if they didn't like you, they would put some type of voodoo on you, or some type of hoodoo around you, and you would never know why certain people in your family is behaving or if they act in a certain kind of way. You just don't have no idea. But let's get into this here. Like down south, what I was learning was like when people passed away, some of them didn't just pass away. After you buried them, they would find their way back into the house. You would hear them. I could hear them, like some of my family members that passed away on my mom's side. You could hear them walking around the house a certain time of the night, and their essence of who they are, they would be in the same areas that they actually sat in, or if they did a certain thing all the time, that you know that this is that person in the house. When my mom's grandfather passed away, his name was Sambo, and when he passed away, every night you could hear Sambo in my room. You could hear him in the ceiling, because our ceiling, me and my brother's ceiling in the room had a sink in the ceiling. It was like a hole through it, so it would rain and drop through there. It was like it was about to fall through on us. And you could hear him up there because he built the house. But you could hear him up there like he had a hammer nail it, like he was trying to fix it.
Wow.
Like he was trying to fix the house. And my mom would hear him rocking in the chair at nighttime by the fireplace where he used to drink his coffee and dip his snuff. You could hear him in the house.
Wow.
You can hear him by the you knew it was him.
Yo, that's spooky. I think I want you on my Spooky Hours movie. But keep talking. I like your you got a good voice too. But keep talking. Keep talking. My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. His feet had a certain, like a quiet, but it had a drag step to it. It was like almost like it was sliding. You just knew it was based on how old he was. The way he walked, you knew it was him. And so one day, my mom, you know, she was hearing it all the time, and she was like saying that Sambo ain't resting. He's still moving around the house.
Wow.
And so we went out to the outside of the house with stock all your old clothes and, you know, this old stuff that you would have, radios. Like when somebody passed away, people would just put their stuff in we call it the out of house. And my mom said, we're going to just take Sambo's stuff out of there and we put it in a pile in the backyard. Now, here's something that if some people are familiar with this, when people pass away down south, if you were born down there, which I wasn't, but what I learned was, like when people down there pass away, my mom said you got to take all of their clothes and burn them. Because their essence, their energy is still there in the house. And so we would take Sambo. He had just nice clothes, but we had to burn them all, like hats and just some of his overalls and his suspenders. We burnt it all because that lets him know that he doesn't live there anymore, to let him know that he needs to move on. They don't know how to move on. They still think they're living in the living, and they don't know how to move on because they're roaming. They're just roaming around in the house. They're roaming around in the yard. You can just hear stuff fall, and you can hear just like Sambo had a horseshoe. Like when you walk in the house, and if you look, as soon as you walk past that screen door, look above the ceiling of that door, you will see a horseshoe. Down south, everybody put a horseshoe up. So that keeps, we don't call them ghosts, we call them haints. And the haints is be the ones that, they be good spirits, but they always knocking stuff down and moving around in the house. You know, you got a haint in the house. The horseshoe is supposed to keep these spirits out, but for some reason, I believe the ones that still think they belong there, they own the house. They don't want to leave. They don't want to move on. And you have to go in this person's home. This is down south. You have to get all of their clothes, all of their belongings, all of their worries. That's why people are always taking a lot of stuff to the thrift store. They trying to move all that stuff out the house because they know that person ain't going to move on. They still think their energy is still there. Whether it's clothes, watches, hats, shoes. It could be a car. They still think they belong there. And they don't. But one more short story. One time my dad felt like somebody was trying to break our family up, and he went to a voodoo doctor. She gave him a handkerchief, and she gave him a tomato. And he wrapped that handkerchief around that tomato, and she told him to crush it. Once he crushed that tomato, like smushed it in his hands with the handkerchief, she told him to open it up, and he saw a face in there. And the person's face that he saw in there was the lady next door to us.
What?
He used to come into our garbage all the time and just be roaming around in the garbage. That's why a lot of people don't like you going in the garbage because we feel like, so you don't know who's practicing voodoo. You don't know. And told my dad, he saw her face And she told my dad to go home, and before you go up those front steps, because the house you can see up under there, she told him to go up under that house. And she said that there's something up under that house, up under those steps. We went up under those steps and scraped with the rake from what was up underneath there. And he found some hair twigged together. And when I heard my dad speaking about it to my mom, it was my sister's hair and my mom's hair.
What?
That this person twigged up together. Don't know why they twigged it up, but that's why parents, females like the older women or just women in general, when they comb their daughter's hair, they always tell them to go take that hair and
burn it.
Burn it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't burn it. So the way I heard it was that burn it, don't burn. Either a bird will get a hold to it and you constantly have headaches all the time.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
We have somebody in your neighborhood or next door to you go in your garbage and get something that you untouched. And some people, they are evil. They play black magic voodoo on you, and they put something on you. We call it put a hood on you, and nobody can never bring you back because they don't know what's wrong with you unless somebody figured out that you've been a spell been placed on you. And because the lady used to always be peeking in the bushes. Now, here's the last spooky part of that lady. One day, I was in the backyard playing by the fence between a fence in her yard versus our yard. And all of a sudden, I heard two cats about to fight. They tangled together. Once I looked over her fence to see the fight, this is crazy, but this is the spookiest thing I ever heard. I'm coming from the city versus living down south. I never heard this, but I heard it down there. When I looked over the fence, all I heard was between the yellow cat or the black cat. One of them said, "What the F are you looking at?" And I took off running.
Hold on. Say that again. Say that again.
Okay. Swear. Yeah. Okay. So I used to
hold on 1 second though. Smash that like button. The homie, what's your name again, fam? Malcolm. The homie Malcolm got it. You called before, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They loving you, Malcolm. They said you tell good spooky stories. Smash the like button, pound the like button. Malcolm is going in, and he said something real spooky. I mean, the whole story was spooky, but I need y'all to pound that like button so Malcolm can do more justice to this whole spooky experience that he's displaying right now on this m.reck TV Spooky Hours. Malcolm, continue on, my brother. Sorry about that.
So I used to play in the backyard all the time. I didn't have toys. I played with sticks, played in the woods. I played all in that yard. I owned that yard. I knew that yard. But I was back there playing between the fence between her house and our house. And I heard two cats tangled together. It sounded like they were about to fight. So I went by the fence between the bushes, and I could see the yellow cat and I could see the black cat. As I was looking, I believe it was that black cat that looked at me. It said, I heard the voice clear, English. It was nobody around. I looked at, when I heard the cat say, "What the F are you looking at?" I looked all around so fast, I was trying to figure out where it came from. You talking about maybe I was 8 years old.
Wow.
And I know English, and I know who was not there, and I know who was there. It was the yellow cat and the black cat. And all of a sudden I heard, "What the F you're looking at?" And both of those cats were looking at me, but I didn't know where it was coming from. I just took off running.
Damn.
So I know that lady next door played with voodoo. You did this. Sometimes you got people that can just grab something out of your garbage, find anything, and they take it. You don't even have to know all the details about voodoo, but you can learn some things and just try to see what would happen to a person next door.
Facts.
And my dad used to always complain about that lady next door. And one day he went to that doctor, that witch doctor lady, and she told him to go look up under those steps. After he crushed that tomato, he saw her face, the older lady's face next door. He said that was her face. When he got home, he went up under those steps. I think it was a rake. And he brushed up under that step, and whatever came from up under there, he found a bunch of hair twigged together. My sister's hair and my mother's hair, because my mother used to always use the straightening comb. And when you're combing and everybody knows
the hair breaks off.
That blue magic grease. And when she used to press their hair, the hair comes through the comb. That's the hair that she would tell my sister to take to the stove and burn. So if you know anybody playing black magic, y'all, be careful with things around your house, because if you let these people in, or if they in your garbage, they're going to go in your garbage. They know you not let them in. They'll go in your garbage because they know that we throw everything in the garbage and they find stuff and take it back to their house.
Facts. Malcolm, man, you know what I need from you? I need you, because so many people calling. Even now, I don't know if you hear that noise. Yeah. It's like a that means a caller just hung up, and it made like 40 of those noises since you've been on the line. Text me this number, the same number. Say, yo, this is Malcolm. And also email me, mrecktv submissions@gmail. I'm going to put it on the screen again. I need you to be a part of this Spooky Hours movie I'm going to do. You got some dope stories. You got a good voice. So you and the other homie, I forgot his name. I think it's 50 and somebody else. But anybody who called up and I was digging your story, make sure you email me, mrecktv submissions@gmail. And because we're going to do the Spooky Hours movie and make this a series. Matter of fact, we're going to do a series. So I appreciate you calling, Malcolm. Dope stories, as always. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you text me as well as email me so I can lock in with you so we can get to the Spooky Hours series that I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Plenty right. Okay, appreciate it.
Appreciate you, my brother. Peace. Peace. You now too. Please mute your audio. Mute your audio, please. Mute your audio.
I appreciate you calling out.
Mute your audio. Peace.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Let's get spooky.
All right, cool. My name is Lewis. I'm calling from Fort Myers, Florida. So I'm a Christian, right? I believe in Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, cool, right? So out of obedience to God and trusting Him, I moved out here to where I live now. It's called Fort Myers, Florida. So once I moved here, it was like, first it took me some time to get a job, but left and right, every time I was meeting somebody, it's like, yo, why you move here? Like, why would you even want to be here? Like, out of all places and this, that, and this and that. And the energy that I got from here, it was like, kind of like not really so good. So time went on. It's like, there's just like this big negative energy in this place. It's almost like this is like a portal to like demonic energy. So years passed by, and since I moved here, like my life has just been like beyond ridiculously hard. I don't know if you ever heard the term gang stalking, but it's like,
I never heard of that.
Yeah, so like if you ever can, you should YouTube it, but it's almost like organized harassment and stalking. I don't know if you ever seen the movie John Wick.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So you know how usually movies like reflect like real life and stuff like that. So by my very consistent experience of being like harassed and stalked and monitored, I've come to the conclusion, this may be hard to believe, but I kid you not, this stuff is real. There's either the light or the darkness, right? So either at the end of the day, you're either going to follow God or you're either going to follow Satan. So what I came to the conclusion is like this city, Fort Myers, Florida, I've seen like a lot of demonic things going on out here. And this is like a big cauldron of witchcraft where people just come to fulfill contracts that they have with Satan. And if you wouldn't be aware, if you're not like a Christian or know God, you'd be very easily, you couldn't even tell, because it's like a world on top of another world. It's like once you enter the darkness, or let's say you're on the side of Satan, they all know each other, they all work with each other. It's like a big fraternity. Like, but only if you're in the dark, you would know. And it's like all of these people work together. It's almost like they have a hive mind. And if they target you, let's say if you're a Christian and they targeting you, like you know it, like they all targeting you at the same time. It's like just like the movie John Wick, when he was gonna be seen and they all moved at the same time against him. Is something else, man. But if you ever can, just Google up the term gang stalking, and you know, be more familiar with what I'm talking about.
Got you. I appreciate you tapping in, man. Thank you for calling. Peace. Yeah, man. People calling up with some spooky stories, man. Malcolm, I believe the homie 50, and I forgot my other guy, and the Aisha. I'm not good with names all the time, so sometimes I forget, but man, I think Malcolm made my hairs go up on my neck, and my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, pause. You know, I'm just talking about the story. We ain't talking about no funny style ish. You dig? So I'm just saying, him telling that story, it was kind of spooky. Shouts to the Earth, Amina in the room. The Earth, Amina is in the room. Salute to the Wreck Mall. Peace to the Earth, Amina. I'm trying to find her. There she go. So Amina's in the room. Amina is in the room. Salute to the Earth. Hold on, I got peace. You now live on m.reck.tv. Mute your audio, fam, please. Nah, it's all good. And keep it clean.
Dig it, right? So boom. I be in my crib, right? Me and my baby chilling in the crib. Be quiet as shit in this joint.
Yeah, be easy on the cursing, fam.
Oh, my bad. Hey, be quiet in the crib. It sound like somebody running up the steps. We'll wake up like, yo, bro, you heard that? Look over the joint. Nobody there. So boom, good chill. So now my stepson had come out like, yo, I see somebody standing by the step like he looking at y'all. Real talk.
Say what?
No capping. So boom, I'm in the crib. Just get out the shower. My radio speaker jumped right on. Playing something crazy.
Say what?
I don't know what.
Playing what?
Right on.
Playing what?
Cut right on. Bro, just the radio. Just cut on.
Wow.
But you gotta dig. It's a Bluetooth. But it's off.
Damn.
The power button's off. So how did it cut on from the power button? It didn't just play anything. It didn't last night. I'm in here painting. Next thing you know, as a matter of fact, it's a video about this right now. Spooky type time. Speaker cuts right off, blow out. My speaker ain't been able to cut back on. It's like 2 days, bro. Real talk.
Say what?
That's spooky type time, like with everything going on. No cap, I got another one for you, bro.
Okay.
Riots going on. Yeah, my stepson coming back in the crib, so I'm schooling him like, yeah, you know, it's a lot of negative ish going on out here. We get to the spot, they burn down the pharmacy, so I'm ramming out there. Why y'all burn down the joint? No cap, lady come out the darkness, dark block. She got a dress on, braids, looking real pretty, like she ain't even belong out there. They rioting. So I'm like, where this lady come from? She point me out. You, come here real quick. Walk up to me, all right, nothing. She said, yo, you willing to get hurt for what you talking about right now? Swear to God.
Say what?
I look at my stepson. No wreck, no cap and wreck. On my grandma's soul. If my mind let my daughter die right now. Seriously. Boom. Then my stepson, we talking to her, and I'm like, this ain't cool, you know what I mean? People mom might die tonight because medicine ain't gonna be able to get got, but y'all got this and this and that going on, boom. So I say, yo, lady, let me walk you home, because it's getting crazy. So 2 dudes behind me, like, I feel you, bro. Salute. What you just said, salute. So and I'm like, yeah, no doubt. I look at the lady like, which way you going so I can get you where you gotta go? She gone. 2 dudes walk behind me and my son like, what's up, bro? I'm like,
she disappeared?
She ain't send them, but it was just that freaky, spooky energy. Like I felt it, like, let me just get off the street. Walking off the street, dude come out of nowhere. We walk in, next thing you know, they disappear from behind me. I go live. You don't even see them behind me no more. Like, next thing you know, they pull up again. Start. Like, what?
Wow.
What's going on? Who this? Pull out a knife for me and my son, swung at me, you know what I'm saying, caught me with it a little bit.
What?
Listen, bro, if I'm lying, let my daughter die tonight. Let my daughter die tonight, bro.
Dang.
I run. I get to the block. I just kept seeing somebody following me down the block. Now, with a wreck. Listen, bro, you want to talk about a movie? It's a movie.
Okay.
My knee give up.
Your knee?
I'm hollering down the block, scared to death. I keep seeing a black silhouette chase me down the block. Chase me down the block. Get to the bottom of the block. I said, somebody gonna catch me at this joint. Now, next thing you know, I bang the left. Car lights come on. Just hit like 0 to 60 real quick. Zoom down the block. I jumped in the bushes. They run the light. But when I looked at the car, you can't really see nobody in it. But the dudes that hopped out on me, they was in a fishbowl zone. You see nobody in it, bro.
Wow,
like,
bro.
2020 got some real spooky energy that cats ain't knowing, and this is what the cats ain't getting. A lot of stuff you would call far-fetched, you got to second guess and think about it now. It's like a lot of stuff that you thought you would never see, you done seen. 2020 about to unfold a little bit more before it's over. We're going to see some more craziness out here, yo. So that's it's spooky, but it was real too. There was just energy with that last one, but it was also like bad vibes, bad energies. Like you could feel it in the air. It was like no police outside, no nothing. The whole thing just going up. It was like spooky. Like,
yo,
no cap. I live around the corner from Walter Wallace with the boy that got killed by police. I live right around the corner from me. I heard it from my window.
Damn.
Like it's spooky around here, bro.
Where you at, in Philly?
Yes, sir. I'm in West Philly, bro.
No doubt.
Right around the corner from me.
Salute to the old Philly, man. That's like my second home. Man, I appreciate you calling.
Listen, it's real out here, yo. You think it's crazy out everywhere else? Philly is on demon time for real.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nah, I know. Trust me. I've been out there. Smash that like button, y'all, because there's people in here saying like it's only 300 likes.
Smash that like button, big dog. I appreciate it, Rick. That was my story for the night, man.
Nah, that was dope. What's your name again, fam? What's your name again?
My name Hot Car. I'm from West Philly. Hot Car. Swallow Hot Car, man. West Philly.
No doubt, man. Salute. Thanks for calling, my brother.
That's a fact.
All right. Peace. That was spooky. Peace. You now mute your audio.
Smash that like button, y'all.
Mute your audio, please.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, I got a spooky love story for you.
A spooky love story, okay. I mean,
yeah, okay.
You sure it's spooky? You sure you're just not trying to put your ex on blast? If it is, it's cool, but you know.
No, it's kind of spooky.
Okay, it's kind of spooky, but you still gonna put them on blast. Okay, I get it. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. I'm just joking.
So, okay, so it's this dude that I used to talk to, and he used to have this choking fetish.
Ooh.
And he used to always want to choke me, and it was so crazy. So I was always asking my friends, like, why do you think you do that? Why do you think you do that? And they're like, okay, we don't know, but he's, just let us know when you're going to see him. So if you turn up there or anything, we'll know, like, where you at. So I was like, okay. So then he ghosted me for a little while. And I went to a psychic, and I asked the psychic about it. And the psychic said that somebody had put black magic on him and was burning his name in candles. So then, on September the 11th, was the last time I talked to him. And 11 days later, he died in a motorcycle accident.
God damn.
Okay, and
So hold on.
What was going on?
Hold on.
And so I went and I got a road opener candle.
Okay.
I burned the road opener candle, and about 2 weeks later, I was just sitting in my living room, wasn't even looking at TV, wasn't even asleep or nothing. I was sitting in the living room, sitting on the couch, looking at the wall. And I got this vision, and the vision was as clear as day, and it was like from the 1920s. And it was like I was this flapper, and he was in the vision, but he didn't look like him. He was a little bit chubbier, and I was a little bit skinnier. Okay. And in the vision, I must have been cheating on him or playing him or did something to make him mad, because after the club closed, I was walking to my car, and he followed me to my car, and he strangled me to death.
Damn.
In the vision.
Wow, that's spooky.
Yeah.
Wow, you definitely you got me with that one. Now, being that you brought it up, the whole choking aspect. So he was choking you from the front or choking you from the back?
It didn't matter.
Oh, it didn't matter. Oh, he was doing it in all positions.
breathing.
In all positions, he was just choking you out while he was pounding it out, I guess. I don't know, if he was getting busy like that, but okay.
Yeah, but in hindsight, looking from the vision I got, that was the way he killed me in the previous life.
Damn. Crazy.
And so he probably didn't even know why he was doing it physically in this life.
So you saying his ghost wound up choking you?
No. I'm saying I had a vision of our past life. And in our past life, he choked me to death.
Oh, wow. That is crazy. Now, do you get these visions?
Life, he had a choke. He always wanted to choke me. He always wanted me not to breathe.
Damn. Now, let me ask you this. What's your name again?
I'm Shima.
Shima. Now, Shima, okay, this is your, you say this was your first experience with somebody, you having intercourse with and they was choking you. Now, was that something that you got used to? Did it arouse you? Did that become a thing for you?
Well, I was just totally taken aback by the whole thing because I didn't know why somebody would want to do that. Like, it was just so startling to me, but I was in love with him. So it was like, I trusted him. I trusted that he knew what he was doing, but I really didn't know. Okay. But I just know that when I was at the point where I could, after about 2 minutes, and I'm about to pass out, or if I did pass out, he would get aroused.
Wow. So, hold on. It just got extra spooky because he was smashing when y'all was smashing and he was choking you out and you passed out. You be passing out? Wow.
A couple of times.
You said several times? Wow.
Yeah. Like I have a blood clot in my eye right now.
Damn. Man, a blood clot still?
When I burned that road over the candle, I was hoping to get some type of insight to figure out like what just happened because I had been seeing 11/11 all September. Last time I talked to him was September the 11th, and 11 days later he died.
Wow.
And I think that, and the lady was saying that somebody was doing a black magic on him, and I figured it was his ex-girlfriend. And I figured me and him, I'm thinking that me and him were twin flames, and that she really wanted me out the picture, and she really did the spell on me she wanted me to die, but I believe he took my place because him being my twin flame is like, whatever you do to me, you do to him.
Wow.
So it was always just spooky. It was just spooky all the way around. The whole thing. I'm still trying to figure out like what just happened.
I'm trying to figure out what just happened. Like you just all the way spooked me out. Like this, it went from Pornhub to Jack Nicholson. What's the movie? The Shining. Like you took it there. Like it just got all the way spooky in this MF. I appreciate it. What's your name again? You said what's your name, love?
Shima.
So Shima, definitely you need to email m.reck.tv submissions@gmail. I'm doing this Spooky Hours series, and I want you in the series. Whether you're telling the story or you want to do a reenactment of, what you just told me, because I'm gonna take it there. All right. So make sure you email m.reck.tv submissions@gmail.com or even text me and say this is Shima. I just spoke to you on the Spooky Hours, and I'm gonna get back to you sometime this week, and we're gonna, connect and make things happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Great story, Shima. I want you to tap in again because Spooky Hours is something is here to stay. All right.
All right.
All right now. Peace.
All right. Much love.
Much love. Oh, hold on. Man, I got so spooked out, I almost hit the end broadcast button. But shouts to Shima. That was spooky on a freaky note. That was freaky and spooky. You feel me? That was freaky and spooky at the same time, or spooky and freaky, or a combination of both. Yeah, the nigga took her soul for real. You know how they say, you know, when somebody, you know, smashing you so good, or somebody topping you up so good, they take your soul. That nigga took her soul a few times where she passed out. You know what I'm saying? She saw the light and then she came back. However, you know, it's crazy. My bad. I'm missing mad calls. I'm sorry. That call was crazy. You know, peace. You now live. You now live on m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Oh yeah, this is lady calling back. I'm listening. I said I was gonna wait to call back until next week, but I noticed Malcolm called in and he touched in on what I was talking about, and especially when it like came to the hair and stuff.
Okay.
Because like you said, when you grow up down south, that's what you do. When you comb your daughter's hair, you take that hair out and you burn it.
That's a fact.
And so it goes back to what I was saying about the same auntie, because he made me think about that same auntie. My mother like keeps bird baths in her yard. For some reason, she was always vindictive against my mother. And she took my mother's bird bath. It just so happened my mother got up one day and noticed her bird bath was missing out the front yard.
Wow.
And she was like, my auntie told my mama, she said, yeah, I took your bird bath and I put it on somebody's grave.
What?
She took my mother's bird bath and she put it on somebody's grave. Like they do some
that's evil, spooky. I don't even know what to call that. Took the bird bath, put it on somebody's grave. Like
it signifies something. I don't specifically know. Maybe some of the listeners know what it signifies, but she took my mother's bird bath and she put the bird bath on somebody's grave. She didn't say where she put the whose grave that she put it on, but I guess it was supposed to signify something. And it goes back to what Malcolm was saying, to like how they do all the voodoo and the hoodoo stuff to try to be vindictive, and it goes on a lot down south. It goes on a lot down south, and some of y'all listeners out there, y'all can chime in on it, and y'all know, because even one of her daughters had them chimed in on the voodoo and hoodoo, trying to come up. And it backfired on her, because some of that stuff can backfire on you. She thought she was going to come up, and she was going to use the money rituals and whatever and whatnot. And she came up for a little bit. Her came up for a little. I'm talking fast because I know I got to get out the line, because this is my second time talking.
It's all good.
And it backfired on her husband. And she used the voodoo and hoodoo for a good little while, and they came up. They was making money and whatever and whatnot. And it came back on her. I even found out that my son's father's girlfriend was using the hoodoo and voodoo with the frogs. Anybody know about the frogs?
Wow.
Frogs can bring you money.
Hold on, you said frogs bring you money? Hold on, you said frogs bring you money?
What did you say?
You said frogs bring you money?
Yep. Frogs can bring you money, but if you see flies coming, then it's bad. Because frogs can bring you money, or frogs can bring you flies. And when you see the flies, if you see flies in the wintertime and you're working with frogs, that's a bad sign.
Wow. I hear that.
But I'm just chiming in, you know. I'm like I said, I'm listening. But that was just, you know, something that Columbus said about the hair. And I noticed that he chimed in on my comment on what I said about the hoodoo and voodoo, because a lot of people don't know about it, but it's a big thing down south. Like, it's really big down south. And you got people that's all up in the church, all your priests, all your sister ladies with all their prayer cloths and all that. They the main ones that's doing stuff that they ain't got no business, because I got two aunties. I got two aunties, my mama's sisters, that's supposed to be holified and sanctified, but they up in the hoodoo and voodoo all in the wrong way.
That's always the main ones, you know, the ones that's so religious.
Always,
you know.
Yep, that's right. Always the main ones. But I ain't gonna hold the line up though. I just want to throw that in because I know you trying to get Columbus to be one of your commentators and one of your storytellers. So You know, I had to throw that in real quick. He went lying about the hoodoo and voodoo, and he went lying about the hair. That's what we do. I got 2 twin daughters, and I still do the same thing. When I comb their hair, I immediately take it out the brush, take it out the comb, and burn it.
Got you. I appreciate you.
Because they say you put it in the trash, then the birds will come and get it, and the birds will float it off, and it can go to other bad spirits.
Wow. I hear that. You say your name is Aisha, right?
No, I'm Lady Cabinda.
Lady.
I've been on your commentary.
Okay, my bad.
I've been with y'all for years.
Yeah, I'm getting all the names mixed up and all that. Great story. You know, make sure you.
Cabinda, last name Cabinda. My husband's from Africa. I took on my husband's last name. Shout out to everybody from Africa on the line.
I appreciate it.
All right, I appreciate you. Yeah.
I appreciate you. Make sure you email me m.reckTV submissions at Gmail because you got some good stories. Okay.
Oh, I got plenty. Like I said, anybody from down south that's on the line, we got plenty of stories because I grew up, my mother bought some land that's like 3.5 acres that was owned by a white man. It used to be like this small little house in the front of our land. I guess that was like the outhouse. And it used to be so scary and spooky. And at nighttime, you can like see stuff.
Wow.
And you know, oh yeah, you could see like people walking on the land and all kinds of stuff. Like when people be talking about hearing stuff and all that. Oh yeah, that's like some real. And especially when you live in an old house. My grandma lived in a house 2345 Willis Runner Road. It was 8 bedrooms, 4-bedroom house. No lights on that whole street, none whatsoever. And my grandma used to work for this lady named Miss Agnes. She stayed across the street. The house was blue. Her house was a 3-bedroom, 1-bedroom house. But
lady, not to cut you off. Save that story for the next spooky hours. And
okay.
All right. I appreciate you calling. Thank you. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV, Mutual Audio. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Okay, this is Mecca calling from Vegas right now.
Mecca, right?
And I just want to tell my spooky story.
Okay.
What happened to me like back in the days. I was probably like in my 20s, and I kept yelling at my grandmother, and my mom was there, and she kept saying like, "You keep yelling at me, son, that man gonna get you." I'm like, I ain't worried about no man. I was hot-headed, everything. So I'm just chilling, sitting on the couch. I had to be like in my 20s, so this is maybe about 20 years ago. Soon as it got like dusk dark, I'm sitting there, everybody sitting on the couch, and synchronized, all the kids or whatever. I look up in the corner, it's this big white man with a scary face, just hopped on me. So I'm like, get the man. So my grandmother, she had an old cross from my great-granddaddy from like 1903. And she's like, get the cross, sit in the dark, get the cross. I'm like, oh my God, the man is on me. It was like a big white monster-looking face. Like, right now to this day, I cannot talk about it because I see it every single time. I just told my kids this story. They like, tell the story on Wreck Mob because your story is really real. And it was just a bad experience.
Let me ask you this.
It was like I told you, you can't get smart and sassy with the elders. They got their own people.
Let me interject, baby girl. Let me say this. How old is your kids?
My kids, 16 and 17.
Wow, and they tuned in to m.reck TV?
Yeah.
Wow. Salute to you.
They can hear me listening.
Salute to your kids. Wow. That's crazy that I got the youth like that. I knew I had the youth, but salute to your kids. That's love, and tell them I appreciate them.
Yeah, they really love Amina. My baby named Amina too.
Oh wow. Peace to the earth. Yeah.
They really in tune with Amina.
Yeah, look, the earth bring the youth, she bring the elders. I mean, everybody's in tune with the earth. So peace to the earth. She's in the room right now. Shouts to the earth, Amina. You know?
Yeah, peace to Amina.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was a real story. Like
that's what's up.
That's real. Not that anybody else is not real, but that joint was real.
Oh, I appreciate you calling. Make sure you tap in for the next show and tell your kids they can call up too if they want, just to say hello too. We appreciate that.
Right.
All right.
Right. That's what. Thanks.
Have a great night.
You too.
Peace. That's crazy. Peace. Mute your audio. Mute your audio. Take me off speaker.
I got you.
All right, so you're gonna keep it clean. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky.
Yeah, my name is Corey. I'm calling from Kentucky, and I had an episode one time where I said it a demon. It was like I was staying with my sister in Maryland at the time, and I got real high off this tree from up there or whatever. And me and my homeboys, we sitting out front, you know what I'm saying, passing it around, whatever. And we sitting out on the stoop, and all of a sudden the court light cut off. And I'm like, what the heck just happened right there? And then all of a sudden I start feeling like this scratching or something, like a clawing or something in my back. So I'm sitting there trying to hold on to my brain while I'm having a conversation with them. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I heard a voice say, you gotta choose. And I'm like, choose what? And I'm gonna start feeling it again. So I'm like, man, I choose God. All of a sudden, the court light pops on, right? So as soon as the court light pops on, both my homeboys like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go to the crib. I'm like, how y'all gonna get me high like this and just shake on me like this? So man, I'm so blazed, man. I go in the room, I go in the crib. I go to the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror. My eyes bloodshot. I start praying, right?
What?
I start praying in the mirror, bro. I leave out the bathroom, go to my room. My sister wakes up all of a sudden like, yo, you just slam the doors? I'm like, nah, I ain't slam no doors. She's like, man. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I walked in her room and she had like one of those beds with like the little pedestal things on each point or whatever. So like I'm resting my elbow on that, right? And she was like, you just left out the bathroom, right? I was like, yeah. So she was like, man, when you left out the bathroom, it was like a little girl or something walked out after you. And it was like, couldn't tell her face or nothing, but it was like she was in all black and like had on like this hoodie thing or something. She said it walked out looking straight, looked in her room and looked down the hallway towards me, looked back at her room and looked straight, and then it crab walked sideways into her bedroom and stood right while I was resting my elbow. And as soon as she started calling for me, it just disappeared. So like a couple of days later, she had like this job where she would travel. So she had left or whatever. I'm in the house by myself. And then I started having like these like fits of like sleep apnea, I guess, or whatever. It was like I would wake up and everything would be just normal. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll be having these dreams or whatever, but it's like I'm asleep, but I'm not at the same time or something. And everything would start feeling a little bit too good. And I'm like, man, something's gonna happen. And all of a sudden I start feeling that clawing crap again. You know what I'm saying? On my back. I'm trying to speak. I can't speak over a whisper. I can't stand up straight. It's like it felt like something was on my back, and it lasted for like 7 days, bro. And we started doing research on it. And I found out that I had shedded a demon or something. That's what the research or whatever we on, you know what I'm saying, led us to. Like I shedded a demon. They said that it would come back with 7 more as more powerful than itself trying to get back in you.
Wow, that's
crazy. So it lasted for 7 days. And so I guess it was, you know what I'm saying, them 7 that it brought back itself, bro. Like the shit, I mean, the stuff was crazy, my bad, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. My nigga, you shedding demons? That's crazy.
Man, I don't know what it was, man, but it spooked me out, bro.
You just spooked me out. And
since I lived out there, man, I had to move away from, I don't know if it's that high altitude, bro. I don't agree with it. You know?
Yeah, that's spooky. I never heard somebody say I shedded a demon. That's some old exorcist shit. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. Like, you all right? Though, everything cool?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Okay. Everything good. I ain't experienced nothing like that since then, man.
No doubt.
That was some spooky stuff, man.
That's like, real spooky, my
the
nigga.
research we did in these books and all of that, that's what, you know what I'm saying, what was explained that happened. I'm like, man, it threw me off, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
That's it, man. I just wanted to get my little piece, man. On your
no doubt. I appreciate that. What's your name again, fam?
Corey.
Yo, thanks for calling, my brother. All right?
Appreciate
it,
King.
No doubt. Peace, King.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, that was crazy. Homie said he shedded a demon. You know, you gotta let that marinate. How many people you know that say I shedded a demon? That's yo. Yo, peace. You live on m.reck TV. Let's keep it clean. State where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Talk to me.
Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, my brother.
First of all, shout out to your platform.
Thank you, bro.
Shout out to what you're doing right now.
Thank you, bro.
And most importantly, shout out to Amina, man. Without a strong woman, we nothing in this world.
Yeah, peace to the earth. That's a fact. That's a fact. Peace to the earth.
Peace and blessings to her, bro. Like through your platform, she single-handedly put me on some whole nother third eye, yo, she blew my mind, bro. Don't worry about me. I'm pro-black, but I'm professional. Ain't no cursing coming from me, bro.
Nah, it's all love, my brother.
What I love about Spooky Hour is, bro, I was born and raised in South Carolina. So what's spooky the most, it ain't spooky to us. I feel like what we call ghosts, that's our ancestors bringing us revelations, things. You feel me?
Yeah, I be hearing that, but elaborate.
So what I'm gonna say, bro, is sometimes when I'm 41, so anybody younger than me may not understand, but there were times when we was turning the radio dial where we may hear something that didn't make sense, and we just went past it. So what we call spooky now could be a revelation coming down from my ancestors. But we call it spooky when it's not spooky, it's real rap. You understand? So my story is this. I went to undergrad at a school in South Carolina called Francis Marion. So I'm walking with my old lady, and it's the winter solstice. It's dark at 6 o'clock where I'm from. You know what I mean? So this dude walked by and started talking to us. Meanwhile, I see my people approaching us, you feel me? But this dude in front of them. And so me and my old lady had a whole conversation with this dude. Now understand, if you know anything about Francis Marion, the university I went to built on a slave plantation. So my people walking up to me and they're like, man, what was y'all doing? I'm like, man, you didn't see that dude? I turned around, wasn't no dude. That dude told us to stay on the right path. So we just thinking it's an old man, giving wisdom or whatever. But there's no way he could have disappeared like he disappeared. So, I took that, at the time, I'm old. This is 2001, 2002. I tell my grandma about it. My grandma don't be scared, be blessed. For some reason, your ancestors came down to tell you something that you needed to know. So shout out to the fact that we being open and we talking about things that worry us. But sometimes our ancestors come back to show us the way to go. You know what I mean? Your platform is sick, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Is a genius, bro. And like the fact that I've been watching you for so long, and I love you. So
salute.
When Amina came to your platform, you started doing things like this that's gonna take you out of this hemisphere. So shout out to both of y'all, bro. I don't want to talk too long. You got other callers. So salute, love, and blessings to you, Amina, and everybody listening.
I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you for tapping in. All right.
For real. Love. Dude.
Love.
Yep.
Peace, King. Yeah, man. Salute to the earth, man. Now the earth definitely brought a lot of wave to the platform. You know, appreciate her. As always, I always tell her and always show it. See, that's the thing too. A lot of people talk this love thing, right? Love is a behavior. Bottom line. I ain't gotta tell you. I could show you better than I could tell you. And that's what I do. When I love somebody, I got love for them. I show them in many ways. You know, I tell them. But to me, when somebody show me they love me, I'd rather that than you telling me and it don't feel like love. You feel me? So that's just on another note. You know what I mean? Because you got, love conquers all. You feel me? You know, there's a lot of spooky conversations going on. So we got to put some love back into the air. We got to put love back into the air. You feel me? So I don't know how I'm missing calls. I'm right here. It's bugging out. Okay. Let me see. I missed a few calls. Let me see what y'all talking in the chat room. Smash that like button too, man. Get those likes up. Shouts to Tyson too on the super chat. He said Nate Robinson seen his past, present, and future when he went. Nate, laughing out loud. Mute your audio. Peace. Mute your audio, please. State your name, where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Keep it clean.
Okay, my name is Coco. I'm calling from Maryland.
What's
and
up,
I just
Coco?
wanted to share my story, my spooky story tonight.
Okay, let's get it, Coco.
Okay, all right. This is something just real simple. I used to work in the mental health field, right? And I work with patients that had, schizophrenia, bipolar, stuff like that. So I worked overnight. Yeah, I worked overnight. And so I had this one particular client. He was a Caucasian guy. And every night, like, he would have to listen to the Beatles before he go to sleep. And and so it got crazy to where so I was working night shift. And I was laying down, I kind of drifted off. And I heard the Beatles playing and stuff like that. And the next thing I know, I hear, like, the door, like him move the door, because we put something by the door so we can hear him come upstairs, because the room's in the basement. So we hear him come upstairs, and I hear him come upstairs, and he in a trance. Like, it's something about that Beatles music, something about that trance, that music got some type of energy with it, because he was in a trance, and he was, like, literally sleepwalking, and he just kept saying, like, there's no such thing as God, there's no such thing as God, and I was like, what the? And I thought I was dreaming, like, I thought I was going crazy, so I had to, like, get up and get myself together. I'm like, Mike, calm down, what's going on? And he was literally in a trance. Like, and mind you, it was winter time, it was snowing outside. He literally, like, pushed me out the way to go outside. And I'm running after him, like, what's going on? Like, I thought I was in a Twilight Zone for real. And he snatched the picture off the wall as he was going past me, which it was a picture of Jesus. And he threw it on the ground, and he just kept stomping it in the snow. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I literally had to call, like, the house manager and call her, because it just got so surreal. Like, nobody can take him down. It was something powerful that had him in the trance at that moment. So that was, like, the spookiest thing I have ever seen.
Wow.
And, like, working in the mental health field. Yeah, something about music, but with that Beatles playing, I heard something about even when you reverse the track, it got some energy, some negative energy on it. So yeah, just want to share my story and tell everybody be careful with that music, because it's something on that. There's definitely something on there.
I appreciate you calling. Thanks. This is your first time tapping into the channel, or you've been tapped in?
This is my first time calling in, but I've been rocking with y'all for a while now.
Okay.
You and Nina, y'all keep doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all and
Appreciate
everything that y'all do. And shout out to you. Happy belated birthday. I'm a Scorpio too.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So, when you was born?
Yeah.
What's your?
The 16th.
Hold on. We got the same day?
November. Your birthday November 16th? Oh,
yeah.
The same day?
Wow, that is spooky. Now that's in a good way. That's crazy, Coco. You feel me? Somebody just put two in the chat room. I'm in love with the cocoa.
Shout out to y'all. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But much love, y'all.
Much love.
And continue doing what you're doing.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, have a love on y'all. Peace.
Wow, that's what's up. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name.
What's up, Reck?
Yeah, salute, fam. Salute. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Let's get spooky. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. I already know the protocol.
Appreciate that. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. You just remind me of something. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Smash that like button. Let's do it, man. Smash that like button. It's a spooky night. Like something. My man, the homie, he on the phone. He about to get spooky. Talk to me, family. Keep it clean.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it clean, man. I was just talking to you last night, brother. This is Nova from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, salute, family. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, last night, was another bad note,
Oh yeah, with your man Nate Robinson.
A little thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, man, back to what homie was just saying, like the last caller, he was keeping it real, you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff people don't understand, and when you don't understand something, sometimes it's scary. You get what I'm saying? And I can get a little deeper in that. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna take you back to what they call the slaves and everything. You feel me? But we the Native Americans, like we was already here, and you know what I mean? Like back in Haiti, we defeated our oppressors with this thing called voodoo. And a lot of people, they think it's evil, but it's really not. Before we was introduced into Christianity or whatever or whatnot, we was practicing voodoo and everything else. So that's kind of like our religion. You get what I'm saying?
So now,
like a lot of people,
now let me ask you this. Now, when you say you practice voodoo, right?
No, I don't practice voodoo. Okay. I said that my ancestors. I never touched it.
No, but I'm gonna say this though. You do sound real passionate about this voodoo thing, so that's why I asked you. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know,
my grandma used to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whatever or whatnot. So I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's two sides to every coin. I mean, you got the good and you got the bad. You know what I mean? Like everything is balanced. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You got down, you got left, you got right.
What they call that? You know duality, right? Duality, I believe that's the word. You know?
Right. And I can talk to you now because I can tell that you more like understanding with this stuff. Like you more open with it. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like everybody got a horror story. Everybody got a horror story.
I'm open. I'm open-minded to everything. That's the thing with me. I've always been though. Ever since I was a kid, I just been open-minded to everything. That's just the way I think. And I appreciate that you understand that. So salute to you.
It's just like with you on the earth. Like y'all can come out with some mind-blowing stuff that other people won't understand. That they have to second guess. Some people they'll come off wrong, like, oh nah, they don't know what they talking about. This sound bizarre, but if you really look at it, it's got to be an understanding to it. You know what I mean? Like period. Like, and it's like they say, it's 2020. Like a lot of stuff is like it's about to unfold. Like period. You know what I'm saying? And we just need to just sit back and just soak it all in.
No doubt,
like,
family.
You know what I mean? Like kind of like, look, listen, I ain't called like on no ghost story and all that. I just wanted to give like my little extras on everything, man, because like I'm hearing all this stuff and everything about like what y'all talking about, and it's real. But what people got to understand is it's a different thing between demons, spirits, and like other life forms that's out of the earth. You get what I'm saying?
You read more, you learn more. And like the thing that my cat Nah said, you know what I mean? Speak no evil, see no evil. If you don't bring that around you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna sign off like that, m.reck, man.
No doubt.
Salute to you.
Salute.
And the wreck mob and the earth, man.
No
Keep
doubt.
doing what y'all doing, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Love. Peace. You now live on m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Mute your audio, please. Please.
Hello.
Mute your audio, please. I can still hear the audio. You gotta mute it. Hello? You gotta mute it.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you gotta mute the audio.
Okay, I muted.
Okay, yeah. You're now live on m.reck TV. This is the spooky hours. Keep it short, keep it clean. State your name, where you call it from. Let's get spooky.
My name is Melody Williams. I'm calling from Georgia. I have plenty of ghost stories and spiritual too, but there's one that I would like to talk about. I had stayed at my friend's house, and I used to sit in the living room, read a book, and every time someone passed, I thought it was her husband. And I used to be like, "No, bring me a water," and never brought me back a water. So I was just sitting there reading a book. So one day, I was sitting there reading my book in the living room, and someone passed from the field of view. So I said, "Denard, bring me a water." Then I said to myself, "There ain't nobody here." So I'm like scared and shit, like, excuse me, like which exit should I leave this house? Because I'm here by myself. So, then one night I had went to sleep. I woke up and this cloud, shape of a face was over me. And it had disappeared, but when it disappeared, it drifted off to the left and disappeared. So I had said to her friend when I saw her neighbor, who I became friends with, 2 days later, I said, "Listen," I told her what happened. And I said, "Somebody's in a house." But she said, she didn't tell you what happened in the house before she moved in? I said, "No." She said, "This guy got his head blown off."
Wow.
So I said, "Well, he's in the house," because I said, "I've seen him a couple of times. I thought it was her husband." And I noticed one time I'm sitting there reading a book and I asked him to bring me a bottle of water back. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm here by myself." I said, "No wonder every time I said it, he never brought me back water. This person has been coming past as I've been sitting in the living room." So I said, also, he has been skipping through the house too, because when I've been in the house by myself, I hear someone skipping. And she said, "No, that's not him skipping. A little girl had passed away across the street. She was riding a bike, and the thing that goes on the side of the bike was off, and the bike had went through her. So the little girl was in the house with me, and the man that passed away was in the house with me."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's spooky. Oh man, thanks for calling. I'm gonna take this next caller because they trying to get through. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Peace. You now live on m.reck TV. Mute your audio. Oh man. Peace. I lost you. I see you, Dina. You say you're trying to call, but what's your area code? I don't know the area code. Oh, 716. I think I just answered. You hung up. There you go. Peace.
What's good, Rex? Thank you for answering my call.
There you go. How many times you was trying to call?
Right. So I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as possible. But
You got me on speaker? You got me on speaker?
Okay. It's probably just my house phone. I still got house phones.
Oh, you still got a house phone? That's spooky within itself. Just having a house phone in 2020.
These cell phones be janky nowadays, so I just be safe. I got a child, so.
Nah, I got you, but I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'm with the jokes and all that. But your house phone sound a little spooky. I ain't gonna hold you like.
All right, well, let me call you from my phone then.
No, it's all good. Nah, it don't sound bad. It sound like you talking through a tin can, but you good.
That's
nuts.
Everybody don't got them, but
yeah,
I just want to start off by
saying
we're going through spiritual warfare.
Okay.
Everything that we go through is spiritual. So when you see these presidents being elected, when you're seeing kids getting snatched up, animals going missing. Everything is literally spiritual. So I just wanted to tell you about this experience, right? So I'm heavy into researching. I'm nosy, always been nosy. You can't tell me something without me taking that and then trying to find, where you got that from and everything. So I'm on my way to my corner store or whatever. I'm walking, and literally when I say I recognize myself entering the spirit realm, like I knew what it was, but everything around me still looked the same, but it was just like, it was so different. So with that being said, I'm walking and I'm on the phone with my mom telling her everything as well. And literally every person I came in contact with, they were looking at me like I was a piece of steak, but in the same breath, like they hated my guts or something. So I'm like, Ma, I just need you to like sit here and pray in tongues for me or whatever. I'm gonna be doing this on my side, but I'm more so like trying to pay attention to my surroundings. So if you could just pray while I'm walking, like I appreciate it. So she's praying, and literally when I'm telling you, as she's praying, more and more is coming around me, real life me mugging me, acting like they really wanted to harm me. But it was something on me, whatever that they saw, where they couldn't have access to me. So I'm like, all right, I already know what's up, what's going on with this. So I'm on my way back home. I had somebody running towards me, literally running towards me, charging to, like, God is my witness, charging towards me like he was about to stab me. And when I rebuked it and I started praying in tongues myself.
You started praying in tongues?
Old boy legit turned around and booked it the other way. So I started dying laughing because it's like at this point, my fear is starting to fade off because I already know it's the Holy Spirit. Like,
all right, hold on. I gotta pump the brakes. How you pronounce your name?
It's Dina.
Dina. Now, Dina.
Yes.
You just said you started praying in tongues. Explain that, like, cause
it's like the best way I could describe it is like praying in the spirit.
So how do you do that? How do you do that?
I mean, I wasn't taught it. Like, I've always wanted to do it all my life because I heard my mom doing it. And of course, when I started reading my Bible more and then reading other books and stuff, it's like, okay, because when you say stuff, right? Us speaking stuff out loud is giving the devil access to pretty much sabotage whatever it is that we're speaking on. I can sit here and tell you, or not even tell you per se, but you ever notice how you sit here, you got good plans going on, and you tell somebody, then out of nowhere, it's like it does not happen or it get messed up in some way.
That's why I don't tell nobody nothing. I don't tell nobody nothing.
So by praying in tongues, the devil, he can't understand that. He don't have access to that.
Yo, let me say this. Like, do you have a sense of humor?
Facts, yeah.
All right. Yeah, now it's dudes in the chat. Being that you said you was praying in tongues, is niggas in the chat saying what that mouth do, Dina. Like they crazy like that. You know what I mean?
Ignorant. I ain't gonna pay attention.
So
all the old Dina, I'm quite sure a lot of them is New York niggas, and I may be in Buffalo, but I'm a hop, jump, skip away. So, but I just we in a time right now. Before I hang up, like people don't believe in the Most High. I just ask that y'all give him a try. You're literally it costs nothing. People out here, they're literally trying to seek a higher power from. I don't care if it's from black magic, white magic, Buddhism, whatever the case may be. And I apologize to those if you take what I say offensively, but based on my beliefs, that's not what the real true God is about. And a lot, especially our people, black people. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you read the Bible, it's about us, blacks here in America, those that was a part of the transatlantic slave trade, that has ancestors that was a part of that. We were scattered in the four corners of the earth because our people disobeyed him by sitting here worshiping these other gods after he done told them, like, I got you. But black people being nuts, all we do is complain. All we want is more. We can sit here and get what, but we just always want more. And that's how we ended up falling from grace with the Most High, and we got cursed. And I bring that up to say, y'all sitting here talking about praying to ancestors. If you really knew about death and about, like I said, the spirit world, like these dead people that y'all claim y'all seeing, those are not your ancestors. Those are demons masquerade as your family members and your loved ones. It's called a familiar spirit. It's probably no, matter of fact, I rebuke that. But before I even got to this, it's spirits that are just linger around you, picking up information. You ever notice how like people go to sidekicks and they sit here, they do their little seances, they get it connected with that quote unquote family member, let's say a dad or something, and the father would tell that sidekick a real specific secret. The sidekick repeats it to the person that the client that's trying to get information. That client will be like, oh my gosh, how did they know? Well, that's only something me and my dad know. Well, I mean, you got a familiar spirit. Familiar spirits cannot tell the future. I guarantee you.
Got you.
This, what I believe with witches and stuff, when they be sitting here doing that tarot reading and stuff, that's more so them speaking that into your life. And because you even sat there and entertained that, you start to subconsciously believe that. And of course, it's going to manifest. What do you expect?
Got you.
Feel me? That's all I'm.
I appreciate you calling. All right, Dina.
No problem.
All right. Thanks for calling.
No problem. Good night.
Good night. Yeah, shouts to Dina. That was a little spooky. I don't know. You know, that house phone, just all the noise coming from that house phone, it made it even more spooky. Like, felt like, you know, it was about to turn into a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? But shouts to her. Glad she called up. She had good energy. You know, everybody got their own vibe. She got her own different vibe going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you know, throw her under the bus, but you know, I told her to her ear while she was on the line that a house phone was very spooky. Just having a house phone these days is kind of spooky because house phones to me been always spooky. You know what I mean? Especially the rotary phone. You know, spooky. Peace. Mute your audio.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. You new to the show?
Oh yeah, sort of, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just. Okay, so I'm gonna just give you the greeting. You now tune into the m.reck TV show, Spooky Hours. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Let's get spooky. Talk to me.
I got you, fam. I got you.
No doubt, fam. Salute.
My name is Corey. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Corey, shouts to the whole Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles, California.
No doubt. Salute.
Yeah. So let me start.
Okay.
So this is a while ago. You know, I had a little premonition, like I was gonna get shot. You know. Yeah. So I tell my folks. I tell my mom. I'm like, Mom, you know, I had a dream. I'm gonna get shot. She like, boy, you locked up. I was already locked up for my baby mama. You know, she didn't hold me down. You know, like her family said I had a gun, which I didn't. So she just took their side. So I ended up getting locked up. So I'm in jail, and so I'm telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, I got a dream. I'm gonna get shot. She like, how you gonna get shot in jail? I say, it ain't gotta be, but this the vision I'm having. So I get out around my birthday, you know, and it's probably like, I'm probably out for like 2 or 3 days, you know. Long story short, man, I'm walking home from a video shoot and a car pull up. And then they just lay me down. You know, they shoot me 2 times in the head.
Wow. And, hold on. This is a dream, or what we talking about?
No, this is reality.
So you got shot in the head 2 times?
Yeah, I got shot 2 times in the head.
Wow, yeah, keep going.
I got a bullet still in my head, you know?
So hold on, rewind it back. Bring it back. Right up to the point right before you got shot. Bring it back.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're having a video shoot.
Mm-hmm.
A video shoot. Some rappers is in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Free. I don't want to give too much out because.
Got you. Nah, you ain't got to go into all the names and all that. Just.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a video shoot, or it's a video shoot in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking to the house to go grab some weed because I don't stay too far from where I was doing a video shoot from. It's around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some weed and just drink and chill.
Mm-hmm.
Before I can make it to my house, a car pull up on me, you know, and asked me, do I got some weed? And I turn and it's a pistol staring me in the face, you know. And before I could run, I get shot 2 times in the head, you know.
Wow.
And I'm laying down. Everybody got candles lit by this point. You know, everybody got their candles lit because they all knew who I am, you know. So I survived that, you know, and I'm still here. A crazier situation, if you want to hear some spookiness.
But hold on. You kind of sped through that. You got shot in the head, right? What you got shot in the head with?
With deuce.
Oh, okay, 22. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's the spookiness. Here's some more spooky.
Hold on. Let me ask you this real quick. Let me ask you this real quick. You got you still got the bullets in your head?
Yeah, I still had a bullet in my head.
Wow.
It looked like a finger, like 5 fingers, because the bullet tried to come through my skull. And I was shot so bad, my face looked so bad. You seen the Elephant Man? The movie, The Elephant Man? That's how I looked like. Like it looked like Tyson just had a fun day with my face. I was beaten up so bad. My mom and my uncle didn't even recognize me going through the ER. They was like, "Oh, look at this young man." They seen I was a fighter because I got pushed right past my mom and my uncles, and they didn't even know who I was. You know? Yeah.
Wow.
So
crazy.
Yeah. So then after that, you know, I'm trying to, you know, do the right thing, you know, not mess with the neighborhood like that, because, you know, I was from a gang, right? So, long story short, I tell them, like, man, I want to give it up. You know, like, I want to give up this. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Got you.
Yeah, they hit me with the smirk. Like, yeah, right. Hey, whenever you hear that smirk, you don't have no friends if you hear that smirk. I'm being honest with you. Because I told them, because I'm in a walker. This is like after I got shot, you know? I still remember I had the granny walker, you know, the little granny walker? So I'm telling them now I'm still recuperating, still don't really know how to walk now. So I'm like, man, I'm giving this all up. Like, I had the money. So I'm like, I'm just giving this up all. I don't even care. And then they like, man, you gonna give this up, man? You ain't gonna bang the set no more? I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man. I'm good. I'm like, you know, I'm good. They like, they hit me with that little, you know, the smirk. That little, yeah, they hit me with that. I'm like, all right. So long story short, you know, I say it was around this time too. Two of my partners come to the crib. They kids, cause like they was like 15 at the time, you know. And at the time I was 22. You know, I'm in my mid 30s now. You know. So yeah, they come over and then they like, man, I've been drinking, I've been smoking crack. I'm like, man, get out of here. You know. So I'm laughing. They like, you got your pistol on you? I say, yeah, but now I'm feeling kind of nervous because these two is like they like family. I'm gonna say they family. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, even though what I'm about to tell you, even though you know what I'm about to tell you is like, you'll see. So they like, you got your pistol on you? I say, yeah. So I go in the house real quick. I still leave my door unlocked, but I go upstairs and start praying. You know what I'm saying? And I felt this bad vibe. And God said, hey man, go back outside. I got you. Now my dad got mad choppers, AKs, HKs, you know, FN, all that. My brother got my gun because he was going to go see a little female. So I had a 40 Glock, so I just gave it to him. Like, hey, go ahead, you know. Long story short, I come back outside, and before I could even open up my door all the way, they got to busting on me. Just shot me like 15 times.
What?
In the body. Yeah, shot me 15 times. And my sister is there in the house, you know, and as they're shooting me, funny thing is, I didn't know how to pray at the time. So as they're shooting me, I'm just thanking God. You know, I'm just like, as each bullet is hitting me, I'm just thanking God. You know, as each bullet is hitting me, and I'm thanking God, and they running off. My uncle comes in through the living room door and just pulls me and just lay me down. You know, and as I'm taking each breath, it's like you pushing a little water fountain. You know how you push a little sip of the water fountain and you got the water coming out? That's how my blood is coming out of my body as I'm taking each breath.
Wow.
You know, blood is looking like a water fountain. So my sister, she's panicking. She's panicking, running around. I'm telling her I'm getting cold. Just put me next to the dryer because the dryer was on. And, you know, I'm feeling like just me being next to the dryer, I just heat up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So they're sliding me next to the dryer. I'm closing my eyes. My dad like, hey, stay with me. So the police come running in, you know, and my sister just praying. I call my brother. I'm sorry. I call my brother. Not even the police. The police ain't even there. I call my brother and I tell him who did it. You know, and my brother says, man, hey, if you die, I die because I'm killing everything. You know what I'm saying? He beat the police there. My brother beat the police there to the house. So, long story short, it just looked like a massacre, man. I had blood on the ceiling. Blood was everywhere. Man, it was so crazy. When the police came in, they started to cry. Like, I seen them coming, creeping, you know, tearing up like, oh, man, who did this to you? Because, you know, I'm going to say, even though they got an effed up job, some of them ain't all pricks and dicks. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if they done seen you grow up, they kind of like you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and they done seen me grow up. Like, they seen me grow up. So even though I was effing up, I used to run from them and stuff, you know, and all that kind of stuff. They was like, oh, shit, they got this dude. So long story short, they put me on the chopper again. Now, I hear the doctors, you know, they're saying, because before they give me the amnesia, I'm like, hey, doc, do me like you would do your children. Treat me like your children. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, please don't kill me. And that's all I can remember. And long story short, I hear him say before the amnesia kicks in, man, I don't know how he survived. Like, a bullet done missed his heart, all his super organs. Like, ain't no bullet hit his lung. You know, this is a miracle. They called it a miracle. Like, I'm walking right now with no granny walker. I'm talking to you, and I told you I got shot 2 times in the head. I'm not blind. I don't use a cane. You know, I can do jumping. If you was to see me right now, or if you was to pull up on me, you'll be like, damn, where's the dude that said he was shot this many times? I go around giving my testimony to others, you know, to all the gang members that I come in contact with, you know, that to change their lives. Because, you know, where I come from, it's hard to make it out here, you know, but if you see me doing positive things, I would like for them to do positive things as well, you know?
Got you. Oh, man, yo, I'm glad you made it through, man, because you told like the most outlandish story I ever heard in my life. Like, so you got shot like almost 20 times, 2 in the head, 15 in the body, and you survived. Like, damn, you got shot more times than Tupac, 50 Cent, and Biggie, all 3 put together, and you survived. You know what I mean? So, you know, salute to you, man. That's a blessing. And I appreciate you tapping in, man.
God, you know, and I'm just happy that I could just give my testimony because, like, there's a lot of people that didn't make it that got shot 1 time. Like, when I was telling you, when I got shot 2 times in the head, I had a friend go to the service to come visit me after I had got shot 2 times in the head, you know, and he was in the service. He's like, hey, let's go to this party. I'm like, nah, man, I can't go to the party like this. Man, he got stabbed 1 time in the leg and bled to death.
Damn.
Yeah. And that was my best friend.
That's crazy, you know? Man. My condolences to him. But I appreciate you calling. What's your name again, fam?
Corey Scrivens.
Man, thanks for calling, my brother. Appreciate you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Peace. So on that note, you know, this show been rocking for 2 hours, and homie had the illest story I ever heard. Somebody surviving like almost 20 shots, getting shot in the head and getting Swiss cheesed up in the body. Man, I gotta end the show on that note. Like, I don't think nobody else can top that. Like, Amina said the nigga is media, man. You know, the Earth got the craziest joke. Shit roast somebody crazy, but nigga said the dude is handcuffed. Yeah. Oh man, y'all niggas is crazy. Niggas call a nigga RoboCop. Yeah, niggas is wild. Oh man, y'all niggas is crazy, man. Niggas said 80 Cent. Niggas called him Plank, man. Stay up, Corey, though. You know what I mean? Love is love, but you know, I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta be the wildest story ever, man. I don't think nobody's gonna top that tonight. I can't even like that. That took everything out of me because I was just trying to just listen, but it was just so outlandish and just mad. In the chat, y'all niggas is going crazy. Even Amina, y'all got me. Man, I'm losing air. You know what I mean? Oh man. And I don't even know where son from. Like where did all this go down at? Like, you know what I mean? But shouts to Corey though, man. Thanks for calling, man. But you know, us over here at the Rec Mob, you know, we all about getting a good laugh, and you know, man, the way you told that story, not saying that it didn't happen, because you know, it just sound like a wild story. It sound like a wild cowboy story, and it's, you know, I'm glad you survived, man. You did. I'm trying to hold it together. I can't hold you, man. I'm trying to, you know, listen. I'm just I'm trying to do my job professionally, non-biased as always, and you know, giving everybody a voice. Oh, he say from Cali. That's right. Shouts to the homie in the whole Cali, the homie Corey. So yo, on that note, Spooky Hours 3. Appreciate y'all staying tapped in with me. Stayed with over 600 people in the room. Smash that like button. Spooky Hours 4. I might do it tomorrow. You feel me? I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. But make sure you tap into the Blackout Show every Tuesday with m.reck and Amina. Myself and the Earth. She's in the room. 8 p.m. the Blackout Show. We go live on YouTube for like 30 minutes, and then we go live on Instagram for 30 minutes. The second part of the show is the more intense, and like that's the uncensored part of the show on Instagram. Because you know, YouTube with all the restrictions. Also go get the new uncensored, I think it's 22 and 23 that's out on the new platforms. The link is on the YouTube. So you see, you know, the last couple of videos I put up with Amina, you know, and it's they previews. The link is in the description of both of those. So, you know, so you go to the channel and you see the one with the Giants and the other one. I forgot the title that my man Steve titled the video, but go to the channel. Just watch everything on the channel, whether it's from me with the hip hop interviews, whether it's from the Earth. Just watch everything from the channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're just new to the channel tonight, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, share. Everybody's in the room cracking up. Like, y'all, the Rec Mob, y'all niggas is crazy, man. And I appreciate y'all. Man, salute to all the ladies that be calling the ladies. Y'all be having some wild stories, as well as the homies. Appreciate it. Tonight was another successful night, man. Stories, the Spooky Hour Stories was wow, unmatched. That's all I'm gonna say, unmatched. You ain't gonna get a show like that. So on that note, y'all know the slogan: double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone. Peace. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Thank you. Everybody have a safe night. All right? And make sure you put your drawers on back and put your drawers on backwards. You heard? This is the Spook.